here we are. Welcome to our episode of Spoonfed to take a look at two cars that have varying degrees of spoon parts bolted onto them. And we'll just take a little look to see the differences between these two as the cars themselves and the different parts that they have on them and some of the interchangeability between parts. But here are two really nice examples of 90s Hondas with the era-appropriate bits bolted onto them. So here we go. We got the DC2 and the EK9. And this one, as you can see, has a couple little spoon parts on it. The radiator hoses, the spoon socks on the brake master and clutch master. That's generally to catch any dribbles that could come out of the cap during high G cornering and stuff like that, just to, again, no spills. This one does have a nice carbon Group M intake, which is a well-renowned part company, as well as a good old reliable Mishimoto radiator. That is definitely a good thing to upgrade on these cars, particularly if you're going to go and use it hard. The original radiator, has probably been in the car for way too long, and they have plastic end tanks. And plastic end tanks tend to get brittle and they'll crack over time and usually leave you stranded at the wrong time. So this is a good upgrade no matter what if you have one of these. There are companies like TYC that make very good OEM style replacements. Just as a note, the TYCs don't use the OEM Honda radiator cap. You have to use theirs if you're looking for that sort of OEM look. But if you're not too concerned with keeping the OEM look, going with a nice aftermarket Mishimoto aluminum rad is a great way to go about it. And, not just looks good, but is, definitely better in terms of like heat dissipation compared to the stock one. And you get the reliability of not having old plastic end tanks that can crack on you at the wrong time. Other than that, so we each have the exact same exhaust manifold. These are the spoon header, and again, really nice part. Colors up well. These are one of the things that you want to try and wipe down. Make sure you don't get any grease on it to leave fingerprints after it fires up. But after that, it is very hard to keep these perfect. And as far as I'm concerned, these are about as perfect as you can hope for. It's a very clean car. Spoon oil fill cap, and the carbon Kevlar spark well cover with the Type 1 service sticker. Always a nice touch. And then spoon front strut tower bar here, and you can see peeking through there the taint suspension. So going down to the wheels here, always nice to see a set of TE37s, classic, with the spoon twin block caliper as well. And the matching raised lug nuts. Again, just a really nice caliper, like we said before, just because it clears all the wheels. It would clear the factory brakes. There's no guesswork involved. If it clears the factory wheels, if the wheels you have clear the factory brakes, it will clear these as well, which is the same ones that we have on the Civic over here. The only difference in the setup is that we just have these spoon slotted rotors. But yeah, the exact same calipers. And these are the 16 by 6.5 plus 35 SW388s that are listed to fit the EK9 on the Spoon website.